One of my viewers let me know today that she was having a problem with the sizing of this shoe pattern. So after my initial panic attack, seriously, I went back in and printed off my PDF to make sure that something did not happen when I posted the PDF. I do my PDFs in landscape rather than portrait. I don't know if other people do theirs in portrait, but here's some troubleshooting information if your patterns are not fitting. Okay, when you pull the pattern up, you'll see that there's a little inch square right here. So when I click print at the top, I immediately get this window, and you might get a different one. I'll show you how to do that one also. And you see that mine automatically says portrait, and all I have to do is change it to landscape. And you can see on the screen that there's a lot of white space. So when I click landscape, it almost fills the page. And tell you the truth, I print everything in grayscale, and I want the pattern only. So I could do current page, or I could do page range, which I want page 4, and then you click on print. And here's the difference in that is the portrait, and here's the landscape, and it's a pretty big difference. I'll show you. It's not to scale. You can see that it's about 3/4 of an inch. The landscape is exactly an inch, and that's what you're striving for to get a good fit. That little scale is exactly what it measures on your ruler. So when I tested my pattern, I actually did use this sole that you're seeing here, and it's what I used to cut this one out. My overlap was about, I don't know if you can see that, about that much. And it gives me room to finish that edge all the way up. You can sew it by hand, or you can sew it by machine, but in order to make it fit exactly on the interfacing, I'd rather do it like this and sew it by hand. Okay. Here's my overlap. And here's her toe. So, if you think that's too wide, go ahead and cut some of that off, and it still should fit. When you line it, it has a better fit also. Now, if this pops up on your screen, this one, let's see, you can change that to page 4. Black and white's good, or if you want color. Do not click fit to page. Just leave that blank. That makes it bigger, the pattern bigger. I'll show you. Okay. Here is fit to page. I'll get my little scale going on. And you can see that scale is too big. Not hugely big, but just enough to make the sole and the rest of the shoe big. You can almost see it. You can compare it there that the sole does look much bigger. So I'm going to measure this one, and it's right on. So the important thing is, after you've printed your page, measure your little scale. And I did mention that if you don't want yours as wide as I like mine, just take your pattern and trim it down on the sides. You're almost cutting inside the black lines. And do a test before you use your good fabric. And I just thought of another idea. If you would like a bigger overlap, you could draw the amount of overlap that you would like on just one side. And cut that out. I hope that helps. Your comments help me because I don't know unless you tell me. Thanks so much.